All right. Okay. Give me 1 second. Come on, man. All right. Motion? Come on, bitch. $18? I'll get paid. Okay, I'll do it. Just for the water. Just for the water. Okay. Alright, we're here back with some more Final Fantasy. Last night, internet cut off for no reason. But we back now, so. Alright, let's see. What was the last thing we was doing? Okay. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to figure out something real quick. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? I'm out here in the world. In Eorzea. Okay. Alright. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this up. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, no. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Here we go. Yo, Koju, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? You love the drip? Appreciate that. I just did it. I was rocking, let me show you. I was rocking this for a bit, but then I changed it up because you can actually dye this armor set twice now. So this is pretty cool. I like this right here. But I can't wait for that patch to come out. Alright, let's keep going with the story. Trying to beat this Shadowbringers. I've been on this for far too long. Big chillin' on the way to see JID live. JID, what's that?
Eorzea says, "Ah, MegaRock. You are looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest." Tataru says scraps. She said, "Meanwhile, talks with the beast tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Amaljat."
Let me know if you can hear the audio all right. Let me know if I need to turn it up or what. Let me know.
Eorzea says all of which is obviously very encouraging. But with the Telophoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard.
Alright. What the hell? Hold on.
Resistance Herald says, "Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance."
Why the hell did my live cut out? What the hell? Yo. Yo, what's going on? I thought it was working. Why did it just stop like that? Zetos, thank you for the gifts, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was weird. Why did it do that?
A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested.
Appreciate the likes, bro. Appreciate the likes.
Eorzea says, "Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda?"
Resistance
That's good
Herald
that
says
everything
our
is fine
primary
now.
intention is to share news of
Jeez,
recent
man, I need a
developments
new
and discuss
computer.
what measures
Yo,
might be taken to
a
combat
part of
the
me
offer.
wanted to buy, like I was at
New
Black Friday
allies.
at Best Buy.
The
A
Beast
part of me
tribes have
wanted to
also
buy a
been
PC, a
invited.
new PC, but I was like, man, my situation right now, I can't, bro. Hopefully, I get out this situation really quickly so I can start producing more better quality content.
Ishtola says so the alliance would bring all of the beast tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face.
Yo, that Steam machine, I'm definitely getting that. Most definitely.
Resistance Herald says indeed, my lady.
Ain't gonna lie, the
And
Steam machine might just
I am
be
told
the
beast
only
tribes have
thing
agreed
that
to
I might
attend.
need
If the
for
sides,
everything.
too, are present, all of Eorzea will be represented.
And I one day want to just get
Alvino says to arrange such a meeting must have been quite an
I want to get a
not only diplomatically but practically.
main reason why I'm on the PC is to do like a dual PC setup stream, so nothing will mess up my stream. You know what I'm saying?
We shall make for Alomigo without delay. Resistance Herald says then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. Thancred says well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend?
$500 for the 552 gigabyte version, and they said that there's expandable memory options. Oh,
Thancred says I think we've all played our part in that little.
I hope the memory is the only reason the price is different, because I hope like the quality of the system is good, but I just don't want I just hope like if I do get the $500, if there are different models of it, and I get this for $500, I'll be happy, because I could just get this one and not worry about the other ones if there is other versions.
Orion J says all present may rightly claim a seat. I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. Estinian says I'm not coming either. Americ will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Thancred says very well, then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest
just as long as it could play all the games I wanted to play. That's my main concern. If it could play all the games I want to play, perfect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously I am still gonna get a PC, but the Steam the Steam Station, or whatever it's gonna be called, is gonna take off some of the load off of whatever I have on my PC, and I'll put it on that. You feel me? Oh, I'm hoping it also has like mouse and keyboard controls. But that would be dope. That would be awesome. $300 plus $300 for another 512 seems unlikely, but it's promising a AAA at 4K quality. I'm hoping so, bro. Do I need to buy the DLC for something to be the bunny race? No. Actually, I don't think so. Money boy. I think you could just be it, right? Am I not mistaken?
Resistance Guard says we have been expecting you. While some few guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in?
Yeah, Moneyboy, I'm pretty sure you can just be any race you want. I can't remember exactly which brand is partnered with Steam is a KB keyboard and mouse combo. Oh. Yeah, I need to know that.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Danko, please. What's going on, bro?
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would!
Yeah, at work, but you'll be back in a bit. Alright, man.
Forgiveness these featherless ones
Have a good day at work, bro.
With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Keep the peace.
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
The hell's wrong with him?
I beg your pardon?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little pretty without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
Beasts and humans have coexisted for far too long. What if the beast says no more?
It's taken a while, but I do.
Yo,
believe we
Mr.
might be
Big
one step
Shot.
closer to a world without
Mr.
primal.
Big Shot. Thank you for the
Hope that
follow. I
infinity will
appreciate
get to see
you,
it.
bro.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree,
Shut up, Thancred. Only people that can use magic can talk in the tape. Bro,
but experience has
why are you hating on Thancred? He beat that one dude
can hope to enter the towers unscathed.
by himself.
And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet
Well, not by
emerge,
himself.
that which we call
Well,
a primal.
Yeah, it was a draw.
Needless to
But
say, if we are to
he did that.
succeed,
He did that shit.
engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and
Uh-huh.
Eva are needed for the ritual.
They're needed for that
either one be
ritual.
denied, the
Hey,
summoning
hey, hey.
would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the
Source.
process depends.
The Prozac.
Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
That ass though. I got something that's coming right now. Some water. I haven't drinking any water all day. What was the Warrior of Light doing during that time? I don't know. I don't remember. That's early Shadowbringers right there.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
Grr.
I see we are all in accord.
I think she got a booster seat.
But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite.
Alright, I'll be right back.
What say you?
Alright, I'm back. Me? You mean me? Grand Company of Eorzea.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice.
Damn.
In that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Damn, I took and niggas I took his idea.
Then let it be recorded that on this day the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
He hates me.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Oh, he mad. He gonna beat my ass outside, bro. I took his idea. I took his shit. Gonna beat my ass. Alpha, please.
Alphino says, well, now that we are out of earshot of the other devil, let me begin by saying
Oh,
that
shit,
I have
no.
dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made, and the lives lost. Inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept.
Mate, take your credit when you're saving the world. Like, do that shit.
But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step. The first of many.
Yo! Oh, shit. Rescue Squad, what's good, bro? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're playing some Megaman X. Megaman trapped in the Eorzea.
How might we be of service?
Gani Senna says, I seek Master Alphino's assistance in a matter involving Gridonia's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you will be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ash Crown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides.
Alphino says communities such as the Beast Tribes.
Gani Senna says just so. It is our hope that we may make use of the Sylphs' established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force.
Thancred says an armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less.
Gani Senna says the Crystal Gray.
I was supposed to stream some a Mega Man game, but I need to play this game right here, bro. I need to finish it.
Alphino says, in my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception, one intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. And I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate.
Gong Sena says mayhap I ask too much of you.
Alphino says not at all. You may count upon my assistance, for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves.
Gong Sena says you have my gratitude, Master Alphino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance, and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends.
What kind of sign is that? He put his arms next to each other at the end. Okay.
Alphino says before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out?
Yeah, sure, why not? If you have to ask.
Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence.
Eorzea says I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it will be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Y'shtola says then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events.
Grahatia.
Alphino says we should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way.
Oh, okay.
Eorzea says so. What's the plan, brother mine?
Alphino says before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I proposed is largely written. Not long after that fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failings that brought about its demise. To by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question, namely, what, after the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us while others did not?
Eorzea says I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new Grand Company together. And that this knowledge might help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested.
Alphino says that is my hope, yes. But the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandoned the cause would welcome my inquiries.
Eorzea says then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith.
Alphino says a fine suggestion. Have care, however, certain of my former comrades are, of questionable character. So keep your wits about you, and let us reconvene in Gridania later on.
Let's do it.
Alphino says if you have no objections, I've a mind to begin by speaking with Ryal and Aliene. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castrum O'Rhines. Let us seek them out there.
What the hell happened over here? My level's too high. I'll sink it. Why not? Let's do it. We'll rewatch later. Alright, man. No, he died. Oh, I was about to die. Shit.
Ryal says, well, look who it is. And what brings you two here? Alphino says in a manner of speaking. I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. Ryal says, so you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions?
Aliene says, as Ryal will attest, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. Aliene says, and in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away. But when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it?
Ryal says nothing, that's what. As for me own tale, well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak, that was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as time's gone on, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mistress Tataru, we've all of us got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain. 'Cause we believe there's more important things than that, things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. Alphino says I am at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me. MegaRock, could you? Ryal says, well, it's found in ideals were something to be proud of. But ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both.
Aliene says ours was quite a disparate band. And while I will never forgive Ilbert, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts.
Ryal says just a pity he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. We might look like a ragtag band o' misfits, but deep down, we've all got that shared sense o' purpose. And why? 'Cause Tataru sifted out all the glory. Hunters for they made it through the door. Alphino says I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations.
Let's do it. Damn, a lot of shit was happening when the Science broke up. Now we gotta rebuild.
Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned.
You think I'm walking over there? Hell nah. Hell nah. Goodbye. Lance, the Lancer Guild. Grahatia.
Eorzea says thanks to Tataru's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alphino, some of their comments were harsh.
Alphino says I can well imagine. But their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Alphino says thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Friction. I will join you anon. Alphino says leave me to attend to my report and join the others in Little Solace. I shan't keep you waiting long. I know how playful the SYLPHS can be.
Actually, what's near it? Oh, right here. Right here. Where do men go? Where do men go?
Frickshow says welcome, Brave One and Friends of Brave One. How?
Hold on now. I'm gonna check how much longer I have in this questing.
Indeed it has. Though the palace was very pretty, the meeting was far too noisy for this one. So many shouting ones and squawking ones and cheering ones, with no chance for carefree conversation. Still, this one is pleased all ones can be friends. Horned one Gani Sena said
Oh, is this it? I think we're about to be. We're almost done with this.
Imperial ones also invaded Siltlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. Grahatia says that is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the tail Offeroi. Frickshow says these ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh. Another pretty silver-haired one. And in quite a hurry, it seems. Alphino says Alizea.
Oh, snap!
You must come quickly.
Alizea says whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me, you couldn't read my handwriting.
Alphino says what? No. A twin adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out.
Huh?
Charlian has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. Grahatia says an envoy. Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the forum? Alphino says we shall know soon enough. But there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seed Seer.
Alizea says, really? I can see why they might want science to be present, but us specifically? Wait. It isn't who I think it is?
Alphino says, it is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one Forsheno Leveler. Grahatia says your father? Well, the fact that a certain member of the forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Alphino says quite. I glean from this that they are taking the matter seriously.
Alizea says that may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 forum members? Unless he volunteered for it.
Grahatia says it has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being?
Alizea says, perhaps. But he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us.
Alphino says indeed. And whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Friction, though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies, along with my report. Frickshow says never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Alphino says the audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seed Seer awaits even now.
They ran without me. Unofficial business. Okay. This is it. Well, technically not, but like, the next quest is the last quest.
Silent Conjurer says welcome, warrior. Gongi Senna says my friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Forsheno's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Kryal permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. Gongi Senna says what the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover.
Oh, snap! Who that?
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Forsheno Levea, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Forsheno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It's been too long, Father.
Father!
You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louiswa, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the Seventh Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
That's the OG right there.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Charlean stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life. Who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Dalamud, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders.
Oh! Oh, hell no.
I was wrong. Wrong to never let you leave, Charlotte. I console you that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline.
Oh shit, his dad sucks.
Now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Hey. Don't let me say something to you now. Don't let me say something to you. Hey. It is your power to save us. Refuse and you condemn us all. Better to fight and fall than wait for the axe to fall. To ignore it like this. Say that. You're gonna say something stupid. Yeah, look at me.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals.
Oh God.
But unlike him,
maybe I should have said something else. Yo, Soy, what's going on, bro?
Such barbaric notions. You subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy.
The legend is back. What's going on, bro?
Alphino, Alize, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What?
What?
Father. How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fortuno, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Not much, just scrolling a while. Glad to see you back on 14. Yeah, bro.
Wait!
I need it.
Bother, Alize.
Yeah, I need to beat this, bro.
How can you
and I was like,
watch him walk away?
I needed to play this again.
Happen?
Nah, your dad sucks, bro. Your daddy sucks. I was about to slap the shit out of him. So he's about to ramp up? Mm-hmm.
Eorzea says so that's what he came, that we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? And as for the rest...
Alphino says like it or not, this was the forum's decision. To watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger. And as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't.
Gongi Sena says to have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master Forshino who must be persuaded, but the forum as a whole. Their decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed. And so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid.
Grahatia says forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? Kryl says MegaRock, has Master Forshino arrived yet?
Yeah, he came. I was about to start the show.
My efforts were in vain. Kryl says I pleaded our case to as many forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject, without exception. It was... Grahatia says could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Forshino's performance.
So is Endwalker more lenient towards Alphino's and Alizé's story? With their grandfather and stuff?
Grahatia says when he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon
us. That's what I'm thinking.
It as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end, and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? Kryl says that I don't know, but something tells me they are not as unconcerned about the Telophoroi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? Kryl says I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Alphino says obstructed at every turn. Kryl says so it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I am aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Kryl says and so you shall. Albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you?
Gani Sena says your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlians hide some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we, Gani Sena says, find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophoroi.
Alphino says even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlian intend to do if we fail?
I don't know, Alphino. I don't know. This is it. The last quest. And then we are bound to go to Endwalker. Hold on. Give me a moment, okay? Yes? Give me a moment. Let me put my visor back on.
Gani Sena says while Sharlian's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions
Says grave tidings, walking ones. Grave tidings.
Gani Sena says calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred?
Sylph Emissary says these ones who went to see feathered ones send terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zelfatol. Destroying ones and captured ones and even frightful godly ones. Feathered ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking.
Eorzea says when did this happen? Is it too late to help them?
Sylph Emissary says too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through, and continued on west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. Though their purpose has yet to be determined, the Cartino Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Americ has already dispatched his forces, and requests our immediate support.
Gani Sena says tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth.
Alphino says well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartino. Sylph Emissary says wait. This one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by cackling robed one. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Grahatia says Vandaniel.
Eorzea says who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. Gani Sena says I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartino. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste.
Okay.
Alphino says at once, my lady. Let us away. I have explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
Damn! Damn!
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide.
No, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I don't know about y'all. I'm a hero.
Alfino, you already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them. I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I feel step in the bitch.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out.
Mm-hmm.
And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go.
Can you wipe that white stuff off your face? Just asking. Just
I've
asking.
said some thought, alright?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
My legs don't work no more.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero. Do you know that?
You like it, bitch. Oh.
You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Alright. Oh, I kind of knew this was gonna happen.
Eorzea says you can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones. And according to the communications officer, Amaljat and Kobold forces are also bound for Cartino as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going.
Upon joining the battle at Cartino, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost.
Let's do it.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design.
Alright, I'll be right back.
And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
Yes, Aranje, you say a lot of stuff. Cryptic metaphors, but we get what you're trying to say. Oh, it's not the team. we got going on. Oh.
Listen well, friends. The Telophoroi are sweeping across Cartino. As for the Asian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He likely intends to watch events unfold from afar. Thus far, the movements of the lunar primals have proven difficult to predict. Even when poised to ambush our troops, they instead withdraw for some unknown reason. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan may be, the primals are our primary targets. Understood. They will not elude the scions for long.
Oh! Let's go!
Give it our all!
Hey, why my shit lagging? Okay, they got the rest. Oh, wait, where am I going? Oh, over here. It's like I'm doing front lines offline or something. what the? Am I playing as her? I'm Eorzea. I'm Eorzea.
I won't be curing anyone at this rate. We'll have to incapacitate first.
I never been a red mage before.
Allow me.
What you got, Grant? Gravity is all around? Like, he could be anything?
Your temporary is not too far to treat them here on the battlefield. With this degree of physical alteration, I fear they are not shown. Imperials will know. I hate to see them in such pain. We must see that their suffering is not prolonged.
Interrupted,
Just the beginning.
Right behind you.
oh shit. I died. I'm dead. Oh, thank God I did that. What about my teammates' health? Good.
It seems we've earned a moment's respite. Then let us take this opportunity to cure the temper.
Right? What am I doing? You guys are good. I did good? Am I doing good? did my... Huh? What do I do? What's up? What's going on, Aku? What's my objective? With me, Eorzea, what? Oh my god! Nobody told me I got to touch the damn pig. Chillin' fam, it's been a while since since you got on, man. Yeah, I've just been busy, but now I'm back on this. How you been? I hope you're doing great, bro.
Ishtola says, do you see that?
Taking a little break. Got an ear infection and waiting for it to go. Oh, okay.
I can see ethereal currents. I had not thoroughly.
Oh shit! Hold on.
An etheric confluence, like to the
I hope that goes away soon, bro.
Far greater.
It went down, so I'll be good in a couple of days. Okay. Yeah, man, take that time to rest, get yourself right, bro, and then you can go back to streaming some more, bro.
And I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely.
Eorzea says that he would go so far cometh as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs.
I knew it.
Odin. So the time has come to pit my blade against his.
Oh, Luna Odin? As Eorzea? I've never been a mage caster like this before.
Leave the chains to Eorzea. Return to action.
I shall protect thee.
Oh!
My turn.
doing good.
This does not bode well. We best brace ourselves.
Who died? I can't play this dude. Let me be thankful, bro. No. Dead ass, bro. Yo, I do not want to start over. Resume midway. Okay.
Is that, Odin? So the time has come to pit my blade against his. Follow my lead.
Let's do it.
Protect me.
This does not bode well. We best brace ourselves. First, and your cup require our aid.
Away with you!
The best defense is a good defense!
Did I do it right? Oh shit, I think I did. That thing is healed. Can't let the anchor die. Right? Here we go. Ooh. Meanwhile, Grahatia and Elise prepared to lock swords. Oh, am I Grahatia? Oh no.
That must be Ravenna. A formidable opponent, by all accounts, but so are we.
Yeah, let's do this.
So it falls to us to protect the confluence from this fiend.
Like moths to the flame. We have to keep them from the confluence, but there are so many.
Then allow me. The quick passing of break should buy us time.
Break.
You now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Heal, 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 heal. Oh!
That was a little close for comfort, but now's our chance.
Leave it alone! I was saying, you need some heals, girl. You need some fucking heals, girl.
Works as intended.
All right, I'm ready. It's now or never.
Don't die! Got him. I was gonna... I had to actually do shit. Oh, Ifrit. Who? Me? Let's do this, Ifrit. Now, I ain't got no heals to heal up the damn freaking conduit, whatever the fuck you wanna call this thing.
This one is not to be taken lightly. Be on your guard.
The fuck? Just follow where the NPC is going, because they know where to go. Dang! Ah! No! He's spamming, he's spamming, he's spamming. Nah, he's spamming now. Mm-hmm. Shoot him, shoot him. Just shoot him right there, bro.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Zenos thinks so highly of you. Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
Really, dude? Yo, welcome back, Soy. In his last words, he says he likes Garlean. Man, come on now.
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
I should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That
Agreed.
we will.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Cutscene? Oh, snap. What's going on? Oh, that was it? Okay. I'm done. I'm so done already. Boy, I remember this scene. You played Nier Automata. If you did, you gotta unlock the Alliance raid series for Shadowbringers. I played Nier, and I know about that. I know about that. I just need to get like a group together to do that. I'm gonna do the raids, most definitely. It's a 24-man raid. It's better to queue for those. Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind doing it with some other people though. Such a great expansion, yeah. Shadowbringers was really good, and I enjoyed every moment of it. Man, this is... Man, that's it. We're done. It took... I ain't gonna lie. I think I've been on Shadowbringers for like a year and some change. I've not like gone off it. I'm ready. I'm ready for the new expansions. I'm ready to go to... I've been so ready to go to Dawn Trail. My destination spot goal is Solution 9. Just to be there. Remember when we all said goodbye to Shadowbringers the day before Endwalker dropped? You remember? Everybody said that it was a downhill from here, though. That's what I'm... No, they said Dawn Trail wasn't good. But the best one was Shadowbringers. It's a great transition to do each expansion, an amazing feeling, sense of community. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It may take a bit, but we're gonna get through this. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to fix something here. Look at it. We did the transition. There you go. Can I skip this? We're almost done anyway. We're almost done. 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 It's okay, we're almost done anyway. Nah, I ain't munching on nothing right now. I did have some Twinkies, but that's pretty much it. Tall. I jest, my dude. I jest, my dude. What you mean? Oh, I'm doing something real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright. It's good. It's enough of that. Everybody's here. Huh?
Thancred says you have thought of everything. Lord Americ. And may I say how much I appreciated the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Americ says think nothing of it. Our destination lay in the same direction, and it afforded me the perfect opportunity to learn how my errant friend has been since last he took his leave. It would seem you have finally found a place to settle down. Estinian says, I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Americ says returning to more serious matters, while the Tail-Offeroi have been driven from Cartino, 'tis like that the bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea's first joint military operation, however, I am confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. Americ says as such, while our forces keep the Tail-Offeroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers.
Y'shtola says a sensible division of labor. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals.
Thancred says that we are. Especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion.
Okay. So after that, I am on Endwalker. Oh, Endwalker stops at level 90? Damn.
There is a time and a place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wont to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. Americ says I could not agree more. There are none better suited to this task, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. Alphino says I confess, I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Tail-Offeroi's plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we will be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Tail-Offeroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us for you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities. The final days themselves.
Eorzea says yes, alright, Alphino. We need a plan, not portents. As Thancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not least.
Grahatia says. Charlian. According to Kryl, the Forum have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Tail-Offeroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear, the Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Forsheno's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. Eorzea says the matter beareth further investigation. I do heartily concur. Estinian says I care not where we go. Here or there, My lance will be ready. Thancred says, and what of you, MegaRock? Might you be persuaded to join us?
Nah, I'm staying in the Eorzea.
Alphino says, here. It is time we laid bare the tale of Eorzea dark designs.
Y'shtola says it appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kryl to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate.
Thancred says, does it involve tall structures?
Y'shtola says, by strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, but with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted.
You have learned the emote shush.
Oh, he has a scythe.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure. Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach. The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire, my desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
I feel like he's gonna throw the scythe at him or something. Oh, never mind.
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon. Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
The hell is that?
As I thought. The ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Hear me.
Huh?
Hear me.
Huh?
Darkness comes. And with it, the end.
Who is you?
The fate of the star is in your hands.
Everything all right back there?
At the solemn dawn, grand pulse shines, glazed, cast a moonlight lit the sky. Thus does the final curtain rise. Your steps. Okay. Oh, do I get like
Alphino says MegaRock, do you have some time to talk?
Sure.
I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering.
Eorzea says countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least.
Thancred says, yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Talophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Galvus, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. But that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Orion J says during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares.
Y'shtola says if they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Talophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. Y'shtola says we need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed.
Grahatia says we will find a way in Charlean, I am sure of it. Master Forsheno's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than it is letting on.
Tataru says sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized.
Oh snap.
You're to head to Limsa Lominsa and board the next ship bound for Charlean. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldusian, come to assist with the Order's restoration.
Estinian says the arrangements may be settled.
This is new music.
They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. Alpino says, I am eager to see it, of course. Of course. Ahem. We should set off at once.
Tataru says then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey.
Oh! That's a new jingle. Alright. It's time. Still don't know who does that laugh. It's time.
Tataru says everyone's here. Which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable.
Damn.
The ship for Charlian should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand.
I ain't got no luggage. That's all I got.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
better.
Taru.
Tataru, you seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends. I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We set the sail! All aboard for Garlean!
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Garlean should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Hydaelyn.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Hydaelyn has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Garlean's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
You're a tall woman.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Oh snap. That's the new place?
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper.
Oh man, the sight you will see the travel is only the beginning. Only
I
beginning.
am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I can't wait. Title. There you go.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
Is that Emma Silk
Where
talking?
under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first...
You can't say a thing? Okay, don't say nothing then.
Alamegan soil.
Don't say nothing then. Say nothing.
So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Garlean only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
I really do need a stand-up table. Like one of those
Quite.
automatic
So let us be absolutely
tables
clear
that
on these
rise
points
up
before we proceed.
so I can stand. Because sometimes when I sit,
The immigration officer will ask
I don't
for your
like it.
affiliation and your purpose of visit.
I can't sit too long.
Considering Garlean's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Pay close attention to the story. It explains so much. Everything will make sense. Okay.
To the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Is this a bunch of stuck-up, smarty two pants people?
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Watch their names are not in the book because the dad banished them.
Your applications have also been approved.
Oh, okay.
Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Oh, here we go.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Garlean natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
MegaRock Gaming. Subscribe to me, bro.
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it? Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion. And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
I slay dragons.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Uh-oh. He got none. He just slay dragons.
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you.
She's a little Bergala, yeah. I like her too.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Garlean.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Snap. I'm here. New place. Do gotta go around and unlock all of these.
Kryl says, I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back.
I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. Let's go around the place. Let's see what we got. It's water. Can't go in there. Okay, I'm gonna unlock all the stuff right now. The ethers in this area. Give me the power that's rightfully mine. Looks amazing. I don't lie. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Okay. And one more. Tranquility. Cool.
Kryl says I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. This is MegaRock and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you are dying to see. Therefore I propose we postpone our agendas so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Valdesian Annex. How does that sound?
Alphino says 'tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Leveler estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same.
Ishtola says I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city.
Thancred says likewise. A quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip.
Kryl says yes, we'll see you there.
Orion J says I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave.
Kryl says what of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking.
Estinian says that won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me.
Kryl says but, I could. Oh. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours.
Grahatia says oh. Of course, if you will have me. Come, MegaRock. Charlian awaits.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. Who knows, I might be on again, maybe later tonight. Like really later. But other than that, I'm gonna just end it right here. I appreciate you guys coming through to the stream, chilling with me. And yeah, we are now in Endwalker. I'm happy, I'm excited. Let's get it. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later, and peace.